Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Tuesday, February 15th slate of NBA games. I'm super excited to hop into it. I think that we do have a fantastic slate today. I hope that everybody did enjoy Valentine's Day as of yesterday. I just got back from going out to dinner, so I'm ready to drop these plays, that's for sure. So, but first I did just want to go ahead and say that at the time of recording this video, we are less than 500 subscribers away from 4,000. And once we do hit that 4,000 subscriber mark, we will be doing a parlay giveaway. So make sure that if you guys are new, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Another thing is, shout out to all of our members. Obviously, Richie Sherman, our first ever member here on the channel. And then Chief Facer, Professor Pedro, Blame the Flame, Ray Martinez, Classic Second Line, Brendan Turlington, EJV1234, Nick Whitaker, and then our newest member as of today, Christian Binford. I'm sorry, I probably butchered that, and I hope I didn't. But if you guys are a member, make sure you do hit me up on Twitter. I will be following you guys back. I will be getting you into some video collaborations here in the near future. So those were pretty much the announcements for the day. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap as of yesterday. We ended up going 2-2, having another pretty mediocre day. But I feel like we're going to get right here in just a little bit, because I feel good about today's slate. So we did have Kyle Kuzma under 9.5 rebounds versus the Detroit Pistons. That one did end up cashing for us. I think he finished with 7, I do believe. But either way, I know he went under the 9.5. And then we had the Kings -4. They baited me. They absolutely trapped me. And the Nets ended up blowing them out. So not much you can do there. Then we had DeJounte Murray over 9.5 assists. Not really too much of a sweat. He ended up with 5 in like the first quarter, and he finished with like 11. So, pretty solid there. And then we had Pascal Siakam over 21.5 points. He only finishes with 18, and the Raptors literally got blown out by the Pelicans. So they lost by like 33, I believe. So, hopefully the two blowouts pretty much held us back. I mean, I picked the spread for the Kings, so that one wouldn't have helped us. But if the Raptors could have kept that game close versus the Pelicans, I think he hits it with ease. I mean, he finished just 3 short, so I definitely think that he could have hit it for sure. So let's go ahead and hop into today's plays. Our first play of the day is going to be a plus value play. It's going to be Anthony Edwards over 24.5 points versus the Charlotte Hornets plus 100 odds. The Ant-Man, he's been fantastic this year. And when it comes to the Charlotte defense, the one position that they are really, I mean, they're not a great defense anyway, but the one position that they really lack when it comes to playing defense on is the shooting guard position. They give up the 3rd most points per game to opposing shooting guards. And in Anthony Edwards' last 3, like I said, he's been killing it. He's had 26, 31, and 37 points. So he's just been on an absolute tear recently, and I definitely think he can keep that up, especially against LaMelo Ball, who, there is a little bit of a rivalry there. So I don't think there actually is, but I just think that, it's kind of fun to believe that there is. And also Charlotte, they do have the 28th worst defense in the entire NBA. And, when it comes to the pace also, they also play at a really fast pace. So the Charlotte Hornets, they play at the 2nd fastest pace in the entire NBA. And when it comes to the last 3 games, they've even stepped that up a notch. They have played at the fastest pace in the entire NBA. So I think we see a lot of value here. The Timberwolves, they're playing really great right now, and a huge part of it is Anthony Edwards. In Charlotte, they don't play a lot of defense, and they allow a lot of points, and one of those positions that they allow a lot in is the shooting guard position. So I think we see a pretty good value there. So that's our first play of the day, Anthony Edwards over 24.5 points versus the Charlotte Hornets plus 100 odds. Our second play of the day is going to be Darius Garland under 8.5 assists versus Atlanta minus 130 odds. Now, if you look at it, in Darius Garland's last 2 games, they did just recently trade for Caris LeVert, and I think that it is taking a little bit of a toll when it comes to his playmaking, because he, in his last 2 games, despite playing 30-plus minutes in both of them, he's finished with just 6 and 1 assist in the last 2 games. And even before they got LeVert, he has still went under this line in 4 straight games. So I do think that he is starting to become even more of a scorer than he already was before. I think he isn't necessarily playing the playmaking role as much recently. I'm not saying that he's changing his game completely, but recently he hasn't been. And both of these two teams, both the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Atlanta Hawks, are both a bottom 10 team when it comes to pace. Both these teams play at a super slow pace, and I don't really see that changing very much. And last game, like I said, he only had one assist in his last game versus the Philadelphia 76ers. And if you look at it, these are kind of nerd stats, okay? These are really nerdy stats, but I am just saying recently, or since they got LeVert, they're kind of staggering Darius Garland and Karis LeVert. It's really strange, but they're kind of staggering them. So they're playing Darius Garland X amount of minutes, and then they take him out and put in Karis LeVert. Like, they don't see a lot of time on the floor together, but in their last two games that they have been on the same team, there has only been one assist that has came from Darius Garland while Karis LeVert is on the floor. So all other, 6 assists that he's gotten in his last two games have been without LeVert on the floor. So, I mean, it's just a little something. I think Karis LeVert is taking a little bit of his playmaking away from him. So I'm going to ride with it. So that's going to be our second play of the day. Darius Garland under 8.5 assists versus the Atlanta Hawks minus 130 odds. And our third and final play of the day is going to be the Memphis Grizzlies minus 3 versus the New Orleans Pelicans minus 110 odds. Now, I know the New Orleans Pelicans literally just they made me lose money. They just lost me so much money. They just blew out Toronto, and it truly wasn't even close. But that's kind of the reason that I'm taking them. The Pelicans, they have only covered in just one of their last 3 games, and the only game that they covered in was obviously this game. But Memphis, on the other hand, they've just been super solid. They have actually covered in 5 straight games, and they've covered in 8 of their last 9. So they've been on an absolute tear recently, and I've preached this pretty much every time that I've said it, but as an away favorite, Memphis is 8-2 against the spread, and just as an away team in general, they are 21-8 against the spread. So they have been really solid on the road, and anytime they are a road favorite, a lot of times they do win, covering whatever the spread is 80% of the time. So I really like our odds there, and I think in a back-to-back for the New Orleans Pelicans, after winning by so much, I just think that it is going to be a little bit different, and I could see them losing this game. So I really like our odds there. Grizzlies minus 3 versus the New Orleans Pelicans minus 110 odds. So those are our 3 plays. I may be adding another one to my Twitter, so make sure to follow me on there. We are less than 25 followers away from 600, by the way. Just another little milestone just to kind of look at. But we do have a consensus play of the day, and that is going to be the Boston Celtics at the Philadelphia 76ers. Boston is a 2-point favorite at the time of recording this video, and we have 4 handicappers, 2-1 on the Boston Celtics. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Like I said, we're on the road to 4,000 subscribers, and I can't hit that without your guys' help. So feel free to share it to your friends, tell your friends about me, like the video, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. But for now, this is King Center signing out. Peace.